stabilizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
And it's good for two.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, you want to be aggressive and get the other guys on their heels.
Now here's Holiday. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
And yep, it's good.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Drive by Brown. Off with the layup.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. It's a three-point game. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
And this will be his third and fourth free throws of the game here. He hits the second from the line. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Remains Boston.
And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. Porzingis. They haven't held the lead for a while.
And B.A., that's why this possession is so big for them. It could be the turning point in the game.
Here's Wiggins. Goes back up. And Adebayo with the lay-in. Adebayo's gotten his second bucket.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
And there's the whistle. That'll go on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now here's White. Still no points. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Now we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
To the middle. Here's Adebayo. He's off on that one. Good D by Porzingis. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Tatum. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Adebayo, that's good.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
1 second left. And finished off by Adebayo.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Kristaps Porzingis getting it done. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is the lead defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Rozier.
Coming on to the
Good on the shot.
And what I love about Rozier is his fearlessness as a scorer. Inside, outside, in between, it doesn't matter.
Assist goes to Tyler Herro.
Holiday with the ball. Adebayo grabs the board. They've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Yes, they do. Could be the opening they've been waiting for.
Here's Rozier. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Down low. Here's Brown. Here's Tatum. Another shot. And the layup is good.
Oh, the long arms of Tatum. Man, do they come in handy on the glass.
And Adebayo slams it in.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Tatum. Deflected. Here's Rozier. Here's Adebayo. Here's Ware. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Outside Tatum. Tatum with another miss. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship, and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation. Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And it's Tatum missing.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
He is tenacious. Love to watch him battle on the defensive glass.
Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Nice move. Count that one. Tatum's got 6 points.
Yeah, such a good-looking jumper. Nice high release. Tatum can do this all day.
And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his first foul of the game. To the inside. Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Here's Brown. Offensive board. Pass to White. Lets the three fly. Rebound Miami. 56 seconds left in the second quarter. Rozier can't get it to go.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
Here's Adebayo.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Pass to White. For three. The rebound by Ware. Miami leading by 4. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And no wonder they call him Scary Terry. That's a bad man.
Miami shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And the Celtics making a change here. And that one misses. Here's Brown. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And Brown doesn't mind getting roughed up on the way up. In fact, He embraces it.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Brown. It's a close game here in Boston. It's deflected. Pass to Cornette. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there. Willing to give it up to his open teammates.
That one falls.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game.
With the score, the Celtics 28, the Heat 32.
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
Assist from
Yeah, a versatile player. Herro is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
To the paint. Nice move. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades. Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Here's Pritchard. Up and in on the layup.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Rozier, left side. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Celtics trail by 6. Right side, Porzingis. Kick out to Brown. Out to the wing. Horford for 3. The rebound by Ware.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Pritchard.
Miami foul.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Different look for Miami.
Give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Out to Horford. Clock at 6. Back to Pritchard. Again, the miss by Boston. Heat leading by 8. Pass to Love. Inside. To the middle. Here's Burks. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
Now here's Burks. Here's Anderson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Heat lead by 12.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Boston
Well,
ball.
sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
2 minutes remaining. in
Well,
the
after
third.
some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Horford can't hit. Fast break. Here come the Heat.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Assist goes
Well, as a
to
coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Love grabs the miss.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their
Anderson.
body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
So it's Boston now. Miami making their last shot. Here's Pritchard. And he gets that one. Pritchard's got 6 points in the quarter.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Here's Burks. And Porzingis with the block. And here we go. The Celtics on the run.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Outside Jaquez. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. On the break. And that one's good. Porzingis. Porzingis has got 12.
On the offensive end, Porzingis has been so dialed in, making the most of every scoring opportunity he gets.
Now Burks. And Porzingis with the block. And they'll get another chance. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Substitutions for the Celtics.
And timeout call.
Jason Tatum.
Joe Mazzulla has had enough.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
How about that? Give it up for Celtics.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his pay. Paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Entertainment.
8 seconds left in the third. Here's Jaquez. And he goes in for the dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Heat. They lead by 12. We've got more in store for you right after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Brown. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Knocked loose. And here again, the Celtics in transition. Up the court they go.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
They get it back.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
And White finishes off the break. Well done.
They're hammering them on the open floor right now.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
He takes it in. Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
And Allie, thanks.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out. That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Misses from short range. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run without allowing much. And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday, fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
Rozier can't get it to go. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. White for three. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
And I'll tell you, this thing looked pretty much over heading into the fourth, but give them a lot of credit for fighting their way back.
Here's Adebayo. Not going to go that time. Tatum with some nice D. Holiday.
Miami foul.
I mean, just forcing the issue. Drew gets a pair at the line.
Personal foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
To the inside. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Here's Adebayo. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. The rebound by Wiggins. Heat trail by 3. And stolen by Brown. And here they come. Here's White. Rebound Miami.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Rising to the challenge, Adebayo stays under control and hits a big-time shot.
The kick to Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Has to wear from outside the arc. Counted from distance.
3 points.
And the Heat lead by 2. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Outside Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Oh, can't get the reverse flush. And here are the Heat. Has to wear. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. To the paint. Oh, send it home, Derek White.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
43 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. 4 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. White can't hit.
Stepping up to secure the board, he just wanted it more.
Back to Herro. Down low. Yes!
The assist.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
20 seconds left in the fourth. To the inside. Brown. Count it! A huge shot to tie it up.
Agile and athletic. Brown is able to just overcome that interior defense.
Oh, no good!
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
At the line.
So he gets them both. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Now that's how you capitalize at the line. As long as they play good defense, they should have this win sealed.
And Boston calls time here. They're behind by 2. Only 2 seconds left to play in the fourth. Your thoughts, guys?
I would honestly attempt to get the ball near the rim because even if the shot doesn't fall, a quick putback will suffice.
Off the inbound pass. It's good! Tie game! Huge basket right there! Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. The score's tied at 63. 1 second left in the fourth quarter here. Count if it goes. It's good. He buried a game winner.
An amazing finish. It doesn't get any better than that.
Wow. Those are the moments you live for as a player. And as a coach, you're just thankful to come away with the win.
So a close game sees Miami taking this one with the late victory.